Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. In a major development push to the nation, PM Modi unveils lays foundation stone of multiple projects in Gujarat. Says India's ports are the backbone of a nation's rise as a global maritime powerhouse. Estonia invokes urgent NATO consultation after Russia breaches airspace. While Moscow denies the allegations, Trump warns of big trouble ahead. Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping make headway on TikTok deal, plan to meet in South Korea. And in cricket, India chase historic maiden women's ODI series triumph against Australia. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a visit to the western Indian state of Gujarat. The Prime Minister took part in the Samudra Se Samriddhi event and unveiled development projects worth over Rs 34,200 crores. In a major boost to India's maritime sector, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for key projects related to the maritime sector worth over Rs 7,870 crores. In addition, Prime Minister Modi launched projects worth Rs 26,300 crores, marking a historic boost for the state's growth and India's vision of Viksit Bharat. From green energy and solar power initiatives to new highways, LNG terminals, hospitals and super speciality facilities, these projects will ramp up infrastructure, empower farmers and improve healthcare. Speaking on the occasion, PM Modi highlighted that India's ports are the backbone of the nation's rise as a global maritime powerhouse. Further, the PM said that for peace, stability and prosperity in the world, India should be self-reliant.
हमें ये बात हमेशा दोहरानी है, जितनी ज्यादा विदेशी निर्भरता उतनी ज्यादा देश की विफलता। विश्व में शांति, स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी आबादी वाले देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनना ही होगा। हम दूसरों पर आश्रित रहेंगे तो हमारा आत्मसम्मान भी चोटिल होगा। 140 करोड़ देशवासियों के भविष्य को हम दूसरों पर नहीं छोड़ सकते।
Prime Minister Modi witnessed an exhibition held as part of the Samudra Se Samriddhi event. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi held a mega roadshow in Bhavnagar where citizens came out in large numbers to welcome and showered with flower petals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Lothal today to review the progress of the National Maritime Heritage Complex and inspect ongoing projects. The visit includes a detailed review meeting with officials and an inspection of the work completed so far for the project, which aims to showcase India's maritime heritage at the historic Lothal site. DD India's Vishal Baristo reports.
The National Maritime Heritage Project, or NMHC, is being developed at Lothal, Gujarat, to celebrate and preserve India's rich 4,500-year-old maritime heritage. This ambitious project, considered the world's largest maritime complex, features a museum with 14 galleries, themed parks, and recreation of Lothal city and a maritime research institute. The NMHC aims to serve as a global center for learning, tourism, and showcasing India's historical and ongoing role in maritime activities.
So in first 1A, the costing is 1300 crores, and in this 1300 crore we are going to make 6 galleries and 1 Lothal town. This is different than any other like a contract that we did it. Like this is a heritage complex. Here we are making the live heritage of the Indian.
The project includes recreation of ancient dockyard. The complex will feature 4 theme parks, a maritime and naval theme park, a climate change theme park, a monuments park, and an adventure park.
I'm inside a submarine model, and there you can see this movie talks about the evolution of marine life. And I have with me Aditya. Tell us about this model.
So this is basically a simulator ride for submarine, and in this we are showing the evolution of the marine life. Okay, so this are the screens. It is basically what we can say a windows of the submarine. Okay, and the ride will move according to the video simulation. So it will be a motion ride simulation with the videos and the audio syncing.
The project is expected to elevate India's stature on the international stage by showcasing its rich maritime history and fostering global partnerships in maritime research and trade. The project is situated at Lothal, a significant archaeological site of the ancient Indus Valley civilization in Gujarat, India.
Behind me is Navy's IL-38, the Advanced Airborne Warning System, also known as Sea Dragon. And right now I'm on board X Nishank. Why X? Because after serving 30 years in Navy, this corvette class ship is finally retired. And we are talking about the history, the maritime history of India from 5,000 years to today, and how India has maintained its position as a world-class Navy. With cameraman Ramakant from the National Maritime Heritage Complex, Lothal, this is Vishal Baristo for DD India.
All right, and we'll show you some very good visuals of Prime Minister's roadshow. These are in HD in Bhavnagar. I'll request my producer to place these shots. These are the shots Ayushman Bharat Yojana, also known as Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, is the world's largest health insurance scheme. Under this program, poor families are provided with free medical treatment of up to Rs 5 lakh per year. More than 55 crore people have benefited from this scheme, which covers nearly 40% of the country's population. For those above 70 years of age, Ayushman Bharat becomes their biggest support in old age. Preeti Kaur tells us more.
Welfare of the poor and prioritizing their interests has always been the top priority for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Be it housing, electricity, roads or healthcare, the Prime Minister has ensured that the poor are not deprived of the basic needs. To ensure that no poor person is denied medical treatment due to lack of money, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the world's largest health insurance scheme, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, on 23rd of September 2018. Under this scheme, more than 55 crore people from the deprived sections of the society are entitled to free treatment of up to 5 lakh rupees every year. In October 2024, the scheme was expanded to include all senior citizens aged 70 years and above from every household across the country. For them, an Ayushman Vay Vandana card is issued, benefiting more than 6 crore elderly citizens. Transgender persons have also been brought under the coverage of this scheme. Additionally, 37 lakh families of Asha workers, Anganwadi workers and Anganwadi helpers have also been included. So far, under Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, more than 41 crore Ayushman cards have been issued and over 9 crore hospital admissions have been approved, amounting to savings worth over 1.4 lakh crore rupees for the poor. Notably, 49% of the hospitalized patients are women. Under the scheme, 68 lakh cancer patients have received treatment, of which 76% belong to rural areas. It has brought smiles to countless poor families, enabling them to seek treatment in hospitals they once hesitated to enter.
Government of India has given to Ayushman Bharat for needy people at the right time. It is very useful and it is very helpful to my family also, and in our villages also thousands of beneficiaries has been enrolled in Ayushman Bharat. It is very useful scheme.
The scheme covers 1,949 health packages, including 27 medical specialty packages like general medicine, surgery, cancer, and heart diseases. After hospital discharge, patients receive post-treatment care for 15 days, including tests, food, and travel support. The scheme covers 31,466 hospitals, out of which 14,194 are private hospitals. Portability is one of the most prominent features of this scheme, enabling people to get treatment in other states of the country as well, and not just the state where the card is registered. Through this interstate portability, more than 12 lakh people have received treatment, with the government spending over 3,100 crore rupees. The scheme is entirely cashless.
Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana is a game-changing scheme for the people of India, particularly the poor and the vulnerable. It has increased access to services for serious illnesses requiring secondary and tertiary care for 60 crore people, approximately 60 crore people.
Prime Minister Modi's vision is to provide affordable, accessible and quality healthcare to the deprived sections of the society. Recognized as one of the best healthcare models, Ayushman Bharat is proving to be the world's most revolutionary healthcare program for the poor and underprivileged. Preeti Kaur's report, DD India.
And time now for some news from the world. France's first FDI frigate, Amiral Ronark, joins Brest Naval Base. French Defense and Intervention Frigate is the first of a series of 5 new generation frigates for the French Navy, arrives at its home port of Brest. It is expected to be deployed to distant crisis zones. In Mexico, people evacuate a shopping center in Mexico City as part of a drill to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the deadly 1985 earthquake and the 8th anniversary of the 2017 earthquake. Meanwhile, on a Tijuana beach, the Civil Protection Department carries out the first tsunami evacuation drill. Cuban folk icon Silvio Rodriguez kicks off Latin American tour with concert in Havana. Thousands of people gathered at the University of Havana in the Cuban capital to attend his Latin American tour. The free concert marks the start of his tour called Silvio Rodriguez Tour 2025. This marks the artist's return to regional stages after a 3-year absence in his more than 50 years of musical career. In northern Belgium, trees with whimsical shapes are being trimmed as summer ends. Their unique forms attract architects, tree lovers and film crews seeking fairy tale-like scenery. The unusual appearance of these trees makes the region a visual delight for creative projects and nature enthusiasts alike. And still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Achieving important milestone in Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project, Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav attended the Shilfata Tunnel breakthrough event. Colourful evening of Dandiya and Garba Ras in Dhaka to mark the onset of Navratri.
Jharkhand will mesmerize you with majestic nature, rich heritage and colorful culture.
Hello. Johar. It fits perfectly.
Thank you.
Full workout ho gaya.
Ready?
Postcards from Jharkhand on National Geographic.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Russia launched a massive drone and missile attack on Ukraine, killing 3 people and injuring dozens. In a statement on Telegram app, Ukrainian President Zelensky claimed that the attack involved around 580 drones and 40 missiles targeting Ukraine's infrastructure, civilian production companies and residential areas in different regions across the country. Estonia has called for a consultation with other NATO members after Russian warplanes allegedly violated its airspace on Friday. Allegedly, 3 Russian MiG-31 fighter jets entered the Estonian skies without permission and remained there for a total of 12 minutes over the Gulf of Finland. The move has triggered complaints of a dangerous new provocation from the EU and NATO, but a denial from Moscow. Italian F-35 fighters attached to NATO's air defense support mission in the Baltic states were scrambled to intercept the Russian jets and warn them off. Alliance Chief Mark Rutte praised the quick and decisive response. Sweden and Finland also scrambled rapid reaction aircraft. Estonia immediately called for urgent talks with NATO allies less than 2 weeks after Poland did the same after claiming an incursion by a wave of Russian drones. In response, Russia's defense ministry said the MiGs were on a scheduled flight from Karelia on the border with Finland to an airfield in its Kaliningrad exclave, which is surrounded by Lithuania and Poland. The statement said that during the flight, the Russian aircraft did not deviate from the agreed upon route and did not violate Estonian airspace. Addressing the issue, European Union's foreign policy chief Kaja Kallas said NATO must show no weakness and Russia is testing their patience.
We must show no weakness because weakness is something that invites Russia to do more, and they are increasingly more dangerous not only to Ukraine but also to all the countries around Russia.
After the alleged airspace breach from Russia, Estonian Foreign Minister Margus Tsahkna called for a strong response. Estonian government said that it was an unprecedentedly brazen incursion.
Now we need as well military planning for more capabilities, surveillance and also capabilities. But also it is very important that NATO shows the unity amongst the membership, and also it's a very clear message to Putin that he cannot push the lines all the time. So 12 minutes violation, heavy violation of NATO airspace needs a solid response on political level and as well on practical level.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said that he would soon be briefed on reports that Russia had violated Estonia's airspace and made clear he was not pleased with the situation.
Russian jets entered Estonia's airspace today for 12 minutes. Do you see that as a threat to NATO?
Well, I'm going to have to look at it. They're going to be briefing me in a short while, so I'll let you know about it tonight or tomorrow. I don't love it. I don't love it when that happens. It could be big trouble, but I'll let you know later. They're going to brief me in about an hour.
Moreover, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has also called the alleged Russian incursion into Estonian airspace unacceptable new destabilization measure by Moscow. Moreover, French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Defence Secretary John Healey strongly condemned the violation of Estonian airspace by a Russian fighter jet. In a post on social media platform X, Macron called the incident another step in Russia's accumulation of provocations and irresponsible actions. Healey echoed similar concerns, stressing that such incursions undermine European security and stability. Both leaders reaffirmed solidarity with Estonia, vowing continued vigilance against Russian provocations. The incident adds to growing tensions between Moscow and Western allies. US President Donald Trump announced that Chinese President Xi Jinping has approved a deal to keep TikTok running in the US, easing tensions between the two nations. Both the leaders spoke for about 2 hours in their first call in 3 months and agreed to meet in South Korea in 6 weeks to discuss trade, fentanyl, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict. While China hasn't confirmed the TikTok deal publicly, Trump said only a formality remains. Congress had threatened to ban TikTok by January 2025 unless its US assets were sold by Chinese parent ByteDance. Donald Trump sounded positive and described the conversation as great and confirmed the deal is now moving ahead. He also highlighted the involvement of major American investors in the deal.
It was great. I had a great call with President Xi, and as you know, he approved the TikTok deal, and we're in the process. We have some great investors, some of the biggest in the world, American investors, great people, and we look forward to getting that deal closed.
Achieving an important milestone in the Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project, an undersea tunnel is being constructed beneath the creek between Mumbai and Thane. A crucial 4.8-kilometer section has achieved a breakthrough on Saturday. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav attended the Shilfata tunnel breakthrough event at the NHSRCL site at Ghansoli. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train will reduce the travel time from Mumbai to Ahmedabad to 2 hours and 7 minutes. The tunnel forms part of package C2 of the bullet train corridor. The milestone follows several other civil and infrastructure developments completed over recent months. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav hails the breakthrough of this new Austrian tunnelling method as an important milestone in the Ahmedabad-Mumbai bullet train project. Union Minister asserts that the first section of the ambitious Ahmedabad-Mumbai bullet train will be operational by 2027.
इस प्रोजेक्ट के बनने से मुंबई अहमदाबाद बुलेट ट्रेन में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो संकल्प है उससे मुंबई से अहमदाबाद की यात्रा हम सब के लिए कंफर्टेबल 2 घंटे 7 मिनट की यात्रा हो जाएगी। 2 घंटे 7 मिनट में मुंबई में आराम से बैठो, अहमदाबाद में उतरो, अहमदाबाद से बैठो, मुंबई में उतरो, और रास्ते में बड़े बड़े शहर हैं, तो इन सारे के सारे शहरों की इकोनॉमी एक हो जाएगी और उसका एक बड़ा मल्टीप्लायर इम्पैक्ट।
The Indian Association of Bangladesh organized a colourful evening of Dandiya and Garba Ras in Dhaka to mark the onset of Navratri. Members of the Indian community, Bangladeshi friends and cultural enthusiasts participated with enthusiasm. Dressed in vibrant attire, participants performed to the traditional beats of Gujarat's folk dances. The event was inaugurated by Indian High Commissioner Pranay Verma and IABD office bearers with lamp lighting and Ganesh Vandana. In his address, Verma highlighted that such cultural events celebrate India's heritage. He added, they also strengthen cultural bonds between India and Bangladesh. Some sports news now. India signed off their group stage campaign at the Asia Cup with the 21-run win over Oman in Abu Dhabi. The result means Suryakumar Yadav's side head into the Super 4 unbeaten. DD India's Abhishek Mahajan reports from Abu Dhabi. Have a look.
India had already sealed their spot in the next round. That allowed the team management to rotate, give batters some time in the middle and even hand the ball to part-timers. The plan looked safe on paper, but nearly backfired.
It was very, very important for other guys to chip in and get a game under their belt, because we never know because who can be used at what point of the time. The key thing for us to make sure that we get as many players as possible a game under their belt. But yeah, I mean to say is they played well, and I'm glad that we holded the nerves in the land better.
On a tricky surface, India managed 188 from their 20 overs, but Oman didn't back down. Veteran Amir Kaleem and youngster Hamid Mirza hit half-centuries, pushing the chase deep into the 18th over. Oman eventually fell short at 167 for 4, finishing with 6 wickets in hand. A spirited effort that tested India more than expected just a couple of days before their high-voltage clash with Pakistan.
It wasn't a one-sided affair at all. Oman pushed India harder, but Surya Kumar Yadav used this game to try out different combinations ahead of the big India versus Pakistan blockbuster clash. With cameraman Kumar Datta, this is Abhishek Mahajan in Abu Dhabi for DD India.
That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Prasar Bharati from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.